Hey guys, what's up? This is Bud Redenauer with New Haven Church, and like I said last week, I just finished up with the book of Job, and now I've moved on to Psalms, and I thought, you know what? Let's look at what David did when trouble came for him and how he had to flee from his son Absalom in Psalm 3. So grab your Bibles and let's go. Number 1, when trouble comes, be specific in crying out to God. So let's look at the very beginning, verse 1 of Psalm 3. David says, "O Lord, be specific as to who you're calling out to. Name him. Oh, Jesus, I need you. Every hour I need you. How many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God." Be specific as to what's causing the trouble in your life, how it's causing the trouble in your life, and remind God that as his child that he has adopted into his family, an attack on you is an attack on his character and the promises that he has made. Look what David does here. He says, "Lord, they're saying that I have no salvation in you. What are you going to do about it?" And spoiler alert, by verse 7, we find out God knocks their teeth out. Boom, baby. Number 2, when trouble comes, worship your way through. Look at verses 3 and 4. "But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head." Verse 4, "I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill." You see what David's done here? He has acknowledged who God is, his shield about him, and the lifter of his head, and what God has done, how he has answered his cry for help. Same as what we do on Sunday mornings when we sing. We're acknowledging who God is, what he's done, what he's doing, and what he will do. We're acknowledging God's characteristics and his attributes. So in times of trouble, worship your way through. That's what David did. Same thing that we should do. And number 3, when trouble comes, add it to your testimony. Look at verses 5 and 6. "I laid down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me." Well, that's good. He didn't die in his sleep. But David is just giving a quick example as to how God has preserved him all this time, which sets him up for verse 6, in which he says, "I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around." Now, David has a testimony that he can use to encourage others as well as himself. The Lord sustained me. Okay, then I will not be afraid. If God has sustained you before, then you know he can do it again. And this current trouble that you're going through can just simply be added to your testimony. Number 4, when trouble comes, as you pray for yourself, remember to still pray for others. Look at verses 7 and 8. "Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked." You see, up until now, David has just simply been laying out his case before God, because you see that he hasn't quite made his petition yet. And then in verse 7, it reaches to this huge climax where he finally cries out, "Save me, arise, save me, O my God." And then in verse 8, how does this psalm end? He says, "Salvation belongs to the Lord, your blessing be upon your people." David concludes all of this by lifting up the people of God in prayer. What an amazing example to follow. It won't be easy, but when trouble comes, as you pray for God to intervene, remember to still also pray for others. Lift up the church in prayer and ask his blessing to be upon the people of God. For more information, you can reach us at newhavenbc.com, facebook.com/newhavenbc, and for more videos like this or our Sunday services, check us out on YouTube.